Greetings, Skeechlings. Skeech Prime here with my live reaction of One Piece, chapter 1098, The Birth of Bonnie, which, yeah, I heard the title yesterday, so I was like, alright, interesting. Then we've got cover art of an electric eel rocking out with Brooke. Powering his electric guitar solo with electric eel. Sorry, Oda. It is written on his pants. I don't know why that is the case. Let's see. Let's zoom in a little bit. Because that cover was huge compared to this page. Let's see here. The Expanding Tides of Revolution. The Revolutionary Army HQ Baltigo. Requesting backup. I'm going to zoom in even more. The Toomey uprising in the South Blue is looking bleak. We can't. Our hands are full. Dealing with the Vounding at Goa. Iva-chan, I'll go. Don't be rash, Kuma. You've been acting reckless ever since that day. What the? This guy's huge. Where did he come from? State your name. So yeah, he sent himself over to that island and is going to help. Jenny's been captured. So yeah, that's why he's just all pissed. Also, this is like one of the few times I think we've ever seen his pupils as an adult. I mean, we saw them when he was younger, but no. Like, normally it's always like the white out eyes like he's wearing glasses or something. Yes, sir. It seems she caught the eye of a celestial dragon. Oh, damn. They took her on a government ship because the celestial dragon wanted to make her his bride. Kuma ain't liking that. We won! Good lord, the frickin' clock tower that was shown earlier has just been busted to pieces. Finally, after 3 years of struggling, we couldn't have done it without the Revolutionary Army. Let's see here. The enemy took us by surprise. It was the Revolutionary Army again, so the Marines are getting that. Here's to the Revolutionary Army, the heroes of the people. Okay, also their flag looks more like a dragon. Which I don't remember it looking like that. Maybe it's changed. I remember it being kind of more simple than that. I don't know, we don't get to see it that often. Please forgive us. Dragon, it's me. I've worn myself out. I have to return by ship. Oh. Excuse me. We're so sorry. Around 2 years have passed since Commander Jenny of the Revolutionary Army was kidnapped. 2 years? Oh my god. To be wed to a celestial dragon. We're nearly there, Bonnie. Wait, so you mean she already gave birth? Or was this Kuma and like he was the one taking care of the baby? I don't think so. Wait, then who's the father? Kuma, it's Jenny. She's on the line right now. What? Hey, Kumachi, I finally made it back to the surface. Jenny? They didn't want me around after I got sick. I was thrown away. Aw. What a stroke of luck. Well, it's been 2 years, so this cannot be Kuma's baby. What a stroke of luck. You're sick? I wanted to see everyone one last time, but this call will have to be our goodbye. What? Oh my god, it is very scribbly all of a sudden. What are you talking about, Jenny? Where are you? I can be there in an instant. I was afraid I'd never see you again. She coughs, I believe. Kumachi, sorry, but I'm at death's door. What? I'm glad you care about me, really, but you shouldn't come when I'm like this. Dragon, big bro. Kumachi has a big heart. Please take care of him for me. Kuma? So Kuma's already, like, leaving. Get out of my way. There's only one place she'd go now. So she's heading to the Sorbet Kingdom, and he knows it. Kuma-san and Kumachi, I just want you to know I love you. Always have, always will. Gotcha, tutu? Oh, that's probably hanging up the phone. Kuma, you're back? Where's Jenny? She's here, right? She is, but I'm afraid it happened when she was exposed to natural light. Natural light? What? Her face, her entire body, it turned all blue in the sun. And her skin hardened like stone. The hell are you talking about? What sickness did she have? Kumachi. So all the flashbacks, I'm so happy. What could have done this to her? Hey, Kumachi, let's get married. Wouldn't it make you happy? And he just remembers all these happy moments. And he's clutching on to what I can only assume is Bonnie. She burned up her remaining time, exposing herself to the sun, so that she could cross the ocean and make it home to us. Aw. Because she wanted to ensure her baby's safety. And there's the baby. The baby Bonnie. Wah, wah. You can rest now, Jenny. I swear I'll raise her well. He makes her a nice monument in the cemetery. That's all wrong. You're tilting the bottle too much. So now everyone's giving him parental advice because they're all old women. Is this better? Bunny-chan still looks uncomfortable. I'll show you how it's done. She's so cute. And if you're going to be sleeping next to her, make sure her cot is like an iron cage. We can't have you smashing her in your sleep with that massive body. Oh, you're quite the heavy drinker, Bonnie-chan. Yeah, that bottle's like the size of her. I'm sure you'll be just as much of a glutton as Jenny was. I'm still hungry, and he cries at that thought. And she says, Daddy, and he just breaks down. Aw, she's around walking, and people are giving her a nice little dress, and oh my god, she does eat a lot, even as a child. He leaves her in the care of the elders while he goes and fights for the revolutionaries. Bath time, continues to fight. Oh yeah, it really was an iron cage. Oh my god. Oh. He fought a young Sabo. Was this after he joined the revolutionaries? Kuma, what in the world are you doing? You've boarded up all the church's windows. Close the door. Take a look here, below her eye. What? Is that a blue stone? What does that mean? Is that where she gets the name Jewelry from? Hey, isn't that... It looks like what Jenny had at the end. Oh no, she has the fucking disease too. I'll call a doctor. Thank you. Huh? It's caused by sunlight, you say. Are you sure? Why don't we try having her... or taking her outside? Are you insane? It doesn't seem to be white lead poisoning. I'm sorry, I'm not familiar with this condition. So... But it's a blue stone and it's not white lead, so what is it? You're quitting, or I can't talk like Ivankov. The Revolutionary Army, and Bonnie's contracted the same disease as her mother had. Yes. I don't know if it's the right thing to do, but I have to stay by her side. I understand. It's important to live without regrets. We can use our contacts to reach out to doctors all over the world for her. I owe you, Dragon. Aw, Dragon, you's a bro. Also, he has the tattoo at this point. 7 years ago, when Bonnie was 5. Run away! So she's, like, attacking the local kids. The vampire's gonna eat us. And stay out, you twerps, and she flips them off. Bonnie, age 5. Blah, haha, this is as far as you can go, right? Oh, she's not allowed to leave the church, it looks like. I dare you to take a step out here, you ugly vampire. Oh, well, that would explain why he boarded up all the windows, and she probably is restricted to being inside, now that I think about it. Eat this. Bet the Holy Cross is your weakness. Look at it shine. We're in a church, dummy. I mean, that is the logical notion there. I'll show you who's boss. I'm coming after you. Well, Bonnie, stop. Please, you can't go outside. Even, standing near the doorway can give you the ouchies. I know, you're such a worrywart, Dad. I was just kidding. Please, don't even joke about it. Okay, I hate it when you get all sad, worried anyway. You're such a good kid, and he gives her hugs. Stop being such a crybaby, Dad. Those jerks. They made fun of my face stones again. I mean, they're not the worst thing in the world. Are they really that weird? It's not like I can help them. I didn't ask to get sick. You mean your jewels? What? So he just popped in. They're just jealous. 'Cause you've got such pretty jewelry. You think so? You betcha I love them. Aw. So that's the start of where they got called jewelry instead. Hey, Bonnie, if you were to go on a trip, where would you like to go? For when you're better, I mean. I don't know. Have you heard about the legendary Sky Islands? There are islands way up in the air. So he doesn't even know about this. That's right, I read about it in this book. It's close to the sun, so maybe we'll see Nika up there. You'd love that, right, Dad? Dun dun. And he starts doing the dance. Dun dun tutun. That sounds like a grand adventure. Can we go there to have a big celebration for your 20th birthday? Or should we go for your 19th? Fishman Island. After examining your daughter, I've concluded that she suffers from Sapphire scale. I'm afraid it's incurable. You know what that is? And sorry to ask, but can you please speak a bit quieter? So a doctor has finally found the disease. These days you almost never see it. Those stones grow exponentially when bathed in the form of natural light, like the sun or moon. Also, even the moon causes it, damn. But even if you completely prevent any exposure, I'm afraid it's only a matter of time before the disease catches up with you. Forgive me for being so blunt, but your daughter has another 5 years at best. It'll be a miracle if she reaches her 10th birthday. I'm afraid it's simply terminal, going by our current scientific understanding of it. It'll be over by her 10th birthday, so yeah, he was planning for like the 19th and 20th birthday, so yeah, twice that. This isn't fair. She's already growing into such a strong woman. Is there really no cure? Boo, and he got scared by her and fell over. Bonnie, I thought you were asleep. I heard it all. You said it'll be over by my 10th birthday, right? She misunderstood. Your 10th? I have no idea what you're talking about. I heard you say it. Hey, are you crying? Is something I said? Oh, yes. He said when you're 10, huh? It was about your illness, Bonnie. That stupid doctor. He told me that your condition is going to continue as it is till you're 10. Huh? It's just such an appalling amount of time. I couldn't help but get down after that. That means I'll be better when I'm 10, right? So we can go on those trips, isn't that right, Daddy? Oh no, what have I done? Oh, of course, by the time you've turned 10, you'll be cured. Yippee! What am I going to do? I'm starting to wonder if he became part of the world government to help save her, but by that point it was too late. And then they already had turned him into a cyborg and everything. A familiar nightmare would soon descend on the. Familiar nightmare? Interesting. Descend on the kingdom of Sorbet only 1 year later. You've got to save us. King Ricori has returned and he's just as monstrous as ever. Wait, didn't they kill him? It's just like 16 years ago. He still wants to cut loose the country's dead weight. He's going to burn the people in their homes. The never-ending tragedy continues to unfold. So, Kuma helped clear out the king in days past, and now he's even stronger, supposedly. And Kuma is obviously stronger, so let's see what will happen, but there is a break next week. Overall, a very good chapter. Like, we finally find out the epithet of Bonnie. We found out the nature of her birth. Her mom had this Sapphire scale disease, and it somehow passed on to Bonnie as well. It's kind of weird, I guess, her exposure to her mother, but like the fact that there's like literally no cure for it, but also no explanation to how it's spread doesn't help either. And it's like, what exactly happens? I'm not sure. Like, as far as we know, like with Jenny, like her whole body turned into it, so it like fossilizes you. So I'm assuming inside and out, where you cannot live. Like your lungs can't, inhale, and you can't breathe. Your heart won't be able to pump. The blood, which I assume also becomes petrified as well, so like that. And there's actually diseases like that where your skeleton basically fuses together over time. Like, I remember like back in like the early 2000s when Ripley's Believe It or Not was on, and there was a kid, his head was like this. It was because the vertebra in his neck had already fused at like the age of, I think he was only 7 or 8. And eventually that would happen throughout the rest of his body where he could not move. He'd be a living statue. And I'm thinking the same thing happened with this disease, but a bit more gruesomely. You're no longer flesh anymore. You're just Sapphire. But, so now we know the name. We got Bonnie's backstory to this point. Still doesn't fully explain the whole thing of how she's lived this long, because, like, it was like 7 years ago. So this is, let's see. Wait, it doesn't add up. She's 5. That was it. Whatever. But anyway, So yeah, there's a lot of that going on. So I am not really sure exactly how this disease works. Maybe Chopper could figure out something for it. I don't know. But the fact that it doesn't seem to, it doesn't have a normal transmission. So it must be a genetic thing. So I do kind of wonder, is it like a form of cancer, so to speak, but in a more fantastical way? And Otis decided to do it this way. I mean, the whole, like, white lead poisoning and everything, and how, like, every generation, like, their time gets halved to the point where it just kills off a family line. And we only knew Jenny to have it, and now Bonnie has it. But now Bonnie is living longer than what Jenny had, supposedly, because she said, I got sick. And was like, she was perfectly fine. But then I'm like, I don't... Wonder if it's something with the celestial dragons. Maybe it's a devil fruit or something. Well, considering that this was in the past, before long before Doc Q has the sickness fruit. Maybe it's actually like one of the maybe someone of the celestial dragons has this disease ridden power and accidentally infected her, and then that's why the celestial dragon's like, nope, send you away. Still doesn't explain who Bonnie's father truly is at that rate, because Bonnie shouldn't have been conceived by Kuma if Jenny was in captivity for 2 years. And considering the celestial dragons do all kinds of horrible things, I would definitely not conclude to the fact that they don't rape or, have sex with their slaves in some form or fashion. Even if you're planning on marrying them, they're always going to be lower status. But, I'm not sure. There's a lot of questionable things here. But let me know your own thoughts and opinions. Anything I misunderstood, please let me know down below. Check out my other content, see what you like, suggest things for the future. Links down below for all my social media so you can keep up with my content and have ways to contact me. I stream on YouTube where I'll do longer form reactions, gaming, and random stuff. Suggestions always welcome. I'm part of the One Punch Man podcast on Grim Reaper's channel, so go check that out. And as always, later days. And until next time, Keishlings, don't develop jewels on your face. PSA.